Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another episode of the Slide Thru podcast. We right here chilling. It is May 11th, 2021.
On a Tuesday.
On a beautiful Tuesday. Blessed to be here. If you're listening to this episode, we appreciate you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get alerted every time we come out with a new episode. Right now we are chilling, man. We got some great guests with us, special guests. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. So starting off with you, if you want to introduce yourself, and then
what's happening, guys? My name is Mario, DJ Mario, Carmel Disc Jockeys, Monterey Recording Studio, and it's my partner Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Keys. Yeah,
Kevin
happy to be here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for sliding.
Feel honored and shit. Thanks.
Appreciate the invite. Thanks,
of course. First and foremost, man, how's everyone doing in the room? How's everyone's physical health, mental health?
I'm back.
Mental health.
I'm back.
Always. Yeah, Eric is back, man. How you feeling?
Back.
I just came back.
I'm all right.
You good? Can't complain?
A couple beers in, I need more. But I'm all right.
Used to it?
Yeah, you feel me?
When you're ready.
It's been nice. Oh, no.
You trying to go back there?
Puro cerveza.
He's on his cerveza diet.
I
He
think the
said
world would
earlier.
end if Modelo stopped producing Modelo.
Oh, bro.
Oh, yeah, Modelo's
Yeah,
a
of
classic
course.
beer.
Modelo, Corona, or Pacifico.
Pacifico.
Bro, when
I go
COVID hit,
Modelo, Corona, or 805.
I stopped messing with Coronas.
805 is fuck. IPA shit. Oh my god.
I love that shit. That shit fire.
Might as like heroin.
Nah, not really.
It depends, bro. That one place right there in Monterey, they have some serious IPAs.
You just gotta sip it slower. You know? Yeah, drink it.
Enjoy it.
Because,
Like a whiskey on the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sip the
motherfuckers
IPA.
get drunk chugging the beer.
Yeah.
Chugging
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, a
Especially
great
on a hot
a
day.
great beer I've been
Yeah.
enjoying is this one called Manteca. It's from a rapper named Cram Apple that I'll be listening to.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
That shit was
thick.
fire.
Yeah, bro. He dropped his own beer. It's a sour ale. It's like a peach and apricot. It's super nice, super smooth. It's a sour ale, but it's not even sour. Like it doesn't give you that sour face. You know.
Yeah.
You know when you first drink a sour beer, it's like, oh goddamn, feel like
I
you
love
ate
sour
a
beer, though.
yeah.
Have you guys tried like those Mac Dre ones?
Mac Dre.
With Mac Dre,
we
the
tried
Mac
those
Dre
the other
faces?
day,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like IPAs. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're
haven't
not
seen
bad.
them.
Expensive though. They're like $24 for 4 of them.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just branding.
Yeah, it's the branding.
Yeah, the
I mean,
branding.
that has to do with the from Alvaro. You introducing the guava sour beer too. I think that's what's cool. I don't know what the proper name for it is, but that's just fire. I got introduced to him last week.
Guava beer?
Guava beers.
Nice.
They're coming
Probably
out with
gonna
some
try
good
it.
stuff.
Yeah, that's just fire, dude.
And the, what was it? That garden place right here by the transit.
Fieldworks?
In front of the transit.
Yeah, that's
was it
Fieldworks. That's the one.
That was the spot, man.
Bro, they
Before
got
this
the
whole
crowlers.
COVID shit. That was a spot, bro. They had all types of different beers every week.
It's coming back. We walked by it.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah,
Slowly
it's
but
just
surely.
starting to fill up again.
That
But
shit
it was
was
dead
fire.
for a while.
For sure, man. Let's get to the meat and potatoes,
Yes.
man. Mario,
Yeah.
tell us where it all began, man. Tell us about did the engineering come first or did the DJing come first? What came first to you when you got introduced to the culture or to the to the platform? of
You know what?
hip-hop?
Honestly, man, music has always been in my blood,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's my grandparents and my uncles, playing the guitars and stuff that it was just in my blood, and
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to be in the places where they were jamming or playing music, and even if I wasn't playing, I just wanted to be there. And I think just being in those settings just kind of like refined me into or put me into the situations where I am now, because I mean it didn't start very well. It started here in Seaside, actually. It started at the teen center in
Okay.
on Hillview, you feel me?
Yeah, real ones know. I've been there a few times.
Yeah, that was how it started for me. Like really, I mean, I had a boy who had like a little mixer, and we'd record ourselves over like Snoop Dogg beats and stuff like that. You know, and like just messing around on tape. Back then it was tape, mixers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got to see that place, and I was like, cool. They got a drum machine and a keyboard, which was really pretty much all you needed. And I saw a few people making stuff out of there, and it was just like, it was cool that like that was there.
Yeah.
Because it gives us, kids that don't have the opportunity to,
To create.
use that. Yeah, we can't buy drum machines. We can't buy that. So it was just a blessing to have that. And then when I moved to LA, I ended up at the Pico Youth and Family Center.
At the
so-
teen center, was Coach still there?
Yeah, with Coach. You know,
Shout out to Coach.
Plus, I went to Delray Woods
Hell
too.
yeah.
But you know what?
Delray Woods too?
It goes even back. It goes even back further than that. It goes back. You know, I moved here when I was 5. I was, you know, born in Mexico, and I came here when I was 5, and not speaking English was, you know, was
Yeah, it's always a rough patch.
yeah, that was tricky. But I got over that, man. And
Well, I think what helped a lot is that, like you said, you went to Delray Woods. There's a lot of Hispanic kids. I remember going in
but
like.
before Delray Woods, I ended up going to school in PG.
Oh, okay, that's different. That's different.
Down right. It is
That's
different because I was
different,
the only
yeah.
Mexican.
'Cause there was-
Me
you
and
had all
Tony
the
Cortez
Hispanics.
were the only Mexicans there, and it was weird just having like, you know what I'm saying, just being the only, like, it was weird, like just being that. And then when I went to Delray Woods, it was just, I was like amongst my kind. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
That's where I
playing
met,
soccer
you
in
know.
the dirt.
Yeah,
Playing, you know,
Gama and-
basketball in the concrete.
Yeah, man, it was
Yeah.
it was good times, man. But that kind of like put me into the situations where, like, in later in life, where I could be in a place where I can be in the hood or I can be in Beverly Hills. You know, I was working at Spagos and stuff, so I can. That kind of like, you know, molded me into the person that I am, being able to be in these situations.
Being able to adapt.
I feel that.
Yeah,
Que
you're-
es perico donde
yeah.
quieras verde. For
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
I mean, we could be bougie or we can be hood, you know.
Simón.
So, but yeah, man. So it started there, and then when I moved to Santa Monica, well, I moved to LA, and then I was having a hard time, and my buddy just like was like, come stay with me, and there was another teen center, kind of like similar to the, you know, the what was it? Just the center, we called it the teen
Yeah,
center, but
yeah.
it was similar to that, but they had a little bit of a bigger studio and stuff, and they introduced like, you know, PC building stuff, and they got us hooked up with the Santa Monica College and stuff to like get good jobs and stuff, and that really,
You know, that's one thing that LA has. A lot of their high school curriculums, they have a lot of tech stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so as soon as you graduate, you have a lot of knowledge of what's upcoming, and they really prep their people.
They do, man. And you know what, man? I think about that sometimes. Like, the dude gave me many chances because, I mean, he would give us the keys to the studio and we would mess up, man. We was doing dumb shit, prank calling people. The cops were showing up and just fucking off the whole time instead of making music, you know. But just being in that atmosphere and being there, learning like little things every day, you know. You learn everything. I learned something yesterday, you know, from different producers being in the studio. So it started, you know, kind of rough. It was a rough patch for me, but being able to walk that fine line, you know, being able to walk that fine line between, you know, the cultures, it kind of helped me like be able to talk to people, you know, just, you know, it doesn't matter who you are,
Yeah.
you know, and it just helped me like, you know, flourish really in the music. So LA was cool because I got to meet, I got to go to some cool studios, got to be around a lot of people that were in the music industry. Although, you know, they don't help you get your feet in, you know, you just soak up game pretty much.
Yeah.
You're just there to, you know, to vibe.
Yeah.
and
Take the
listen.
tools and see what you could do with
Right.
it.
Try to guide you type
But I
shit.
mean, I just remember being in the studio, like, fuck, I want to get on, you know, I want to write something, I want to, you know, I want to do something, I want to make a beat, you know, just jump in. And a lot of the times, man, I remember like, I wasn't able to. It wasn't my studio. It wasn't something that I could just be like, oh, you know, let me hop on, let me do this, you know.
When you pop in whenever.
Yeah, I mean, even
Yeah.
I had a friend who had a studio, and I'd be like, "Yo, Bob, you know, like he was my roommate. He's like, let me hop on the mic, let me do something." And it was just hard, you know. So that's when I was like, you know what, it's time for me to like just do it myself, you know. And that's kind of like that's really how it started. Just like kind of like having the doors shut. Not like they didn't shut them, but it was just like people are busy doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to take.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who's just barely learning and try to mold them into anything. So
Because they're
you just
already
gotta-
busy doing their
Right.
own thing, yeah.
So it was hard, man. It was really hard trying to get into the studios and stuff. But I somehow managed to, you know, squeeze my way in and be in these sessions.
That's what you
know.
got to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you just got to elbow rub sometimes.
that's
you feel me?
exactly what it was,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I mean, I remember we were out there in Hollywood, and they had a little studio in Hollywood, and like at 2 a.m. when the clubs were coming out, they'd go out to the clubs, mingle a little bit, and they would bring back artists, bro. They would bring back like big artists, you know what I'm saying? Like to their studios. And it was a small studio, you know, it wasn't nothing too fancy, but it's just the right place at the right time. you
Yeah.
know?
Not
Like-
what you know, is who you know.
well, dude, I had a friend call me one time, like, you know what? Because I had a studio in my house, and he was like, I got so and so from they want to record, you know, they want to do something. And I was like, I can't do it. I'm at, my house. I got my kids and my wife and stuff. I couldn't do it. So I can't just have like 20 people come through the house.
Right. You don't know who they are and all that shit. So
then that's where I started saying, you know what, Monterey needs a studio. We need a studio, and I jumped into it, kind of like blindly thinking, I knew everything. Like, I got this. I'm gonna spend a little money on this and buy this, and and it's
everything's a learning process.
It's such a learning process, man. I'm like I said, I learned something yesterday from there, and then I went to lunch with Apollo, and he was that kid spits a lot of game, man. Like I was like,
shout out to Apollo, man.
shout out,
I feel like he's been coming up. He's been coming up a lot in the recent episodes. Like a lot of people been working with him, and he's been putting in mad work. So man, once again, shout out to Apollo, man. He's just out there working.
Blessings, man. He blessed the studio, and then
Tech's mainly, man.
Yeah, man, his mixes drip, man. I just like to just let him do his thing and I just sit and soak up. Man, I don't ask questions. I just watch him, let him do his thing. But it's good. It feels good to be able to actually facilitate that, Now, that's the dream. It's coming through. That was the vision for me, was to I wanted to have the studio not just for me to mix and record people, but I wanted people to come in and use it as a tool, for them, and see, and it just makes me feel good.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I mean, we've been upgrading for the last year.
Yeah. So when did you open up the Monterey studio? Like when did it all first start?
That opened up 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and it's really because I branched off and did my own DJ thing. So DJing is really what I was doing, is DJing weddings, and that's where I was making most of my income off of. But I do the music thing, so I figured, I have the music stuff at the house. Why not just take it to the office and set it up there and have a little recording session? Have a little recording studio there.
Yeah.
But now it's turned into I've gone a little Don Quixote with it, because I just really I have a big vision of it. Not vision and grandeur, but I have a vision of what I want, and it's coming together, man. We took the studio that was in the front in the main office and put it in the other room, and then in the front, when you come in, there's just desks, and we put computers on there with systems and mics and stuff, so that you can have multiple artists working on different things with headphones on and stuff, and somebody in the other room and somebody in the drum room. So we have 4 rooms right now.
Hey man, and I was there before he remodeled, so he would talk all of the, he would talk his vision. He would spit his vision. I'm like, man, this man's crazy. But after I seen it, thank you, bro. I
appreciate
thank you, bro.
you.
You're a pillar in Monterey, dude,
man.
for real,
This
dude.
kid-
This is wild, dude. It's crazy seeing it.
We've stayed
all
up
play
3
out.
days painting, and getting the place cleaned up, because how many chords would you say we have? 2,000?
I want to think about chords right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
all the chords, plugs.
Yeah, so just, organization is the key to success, right? And
It looks nice in there though. Right now, it looks really nice, man.
I can't wait for you guys to check it out.
And all that outboard gear you just bought. Whew.
Yeah, what we did with that was I talked to Tech, and I talked to Apollo, I talked to my boy Trev, Mixed by Trev. These are all really good producers and engineers. They know what they're doing, and I really respect their craft, what they do. They all have their own swag. And that's one thing about everybody, everybody, it doesn't,
Everybody's different.
Logic.
Yeah.
The dude yesterday, he was using Logic to play guitars.
He was
and
soloing guitar
shredding
on
it.
keys,
I was
dude.
like, wow.
Yeah.
Just things so everybody's
Without a finger.
different. So I took a little bit from everybody. I took a little bit of what Apollo was telling me, and I took a little bit of what Trevor was telling me, and a little bit of what Tech was telling me. And I said, you know what? Well, let me upgrade. I didn't want to upgrade to the Mac, to be honest. I wanted to keep the PC and just keep working on the PC. But I was like, you know what? If we're gonna go somewhere, let's just invest. Let's just do it right, to where it's not gonna crash. So I upgraded, and based on their information, because I actually was gonna buy some legacy gear from a couple years ago for the Mac, to try to make that work. But my boy's like, you're going backwards, go forward. 2021 is here, and there's new stuff, and so so I just soaked up a lot of game from these cats, and I'm still soaking it up, man. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
It's a learning every day.
It's a journey.
Of course. Yeah.
That's the shit though.
But that's what the vision is. Just we want quality. We want to push the 831 out there, and it's getting there. You know, it's I think that slowly but surely.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely is, man. It's dope that you're providing the place for all creatives to come through and just work together, just be in that zone. Like, we didn't have that last year. We didn't.
You worked right there, right, Miggy? You worked in there.
Yeah, I've recorded in there, but I haven't been there recently, so I'm excited to see how it looks now.
man.
Yeah.
You gotta go check it out, dude.
Yeah.
That vocal change he's got. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
you heard a knee, right? Bro.
Yeah,
That elbow
that
here.
was thanks to Trev and thanks to Apollo, you know, for telling me about that stuff. But I looked it up, you know, before I bought it, obviously, and made sure everything was going to work together because. Sometimes you buy something, it doesn't work.
It doesn't plug in. It's the wrong one. Different size or whatever.
That's the best money you could buy right there.
But man, you know what? At the end of the day, bro, like I said, it's the person in the ear. Like they're people are making great stuff with just a good interface and a decent mic and a good room, and they're making some good quality stuff. You know, just the little nuances I think that we were talking about, like like you shoot video with a 4K camera on your phone,
right?
And you shoot video with a 4K Red.
Yeah, you notice that shit.
You don't notice the difference, you know. So it's that kind of situation. It's little things for me that I wanna have the best though. I wanna, but
you got it,
still
baby.
learning how to use it. Yeah, we got it now. Yeah. We got it now.
We got it.
Hell yeah, I'm excited, man. So how do you balance the DJing and the engineering?
That's a good question, man. It's tricky, to be honest. I got
like different mindsets, right? Different modes.
A lot of people have a misconception of the DJ. A lot of people think, oh, a DJ just shows up and plays music. No. Well, yeah, technically that's what they do. But a wedding DJ, which I consider myself, is you're kind of also a planner. So you're talking to the clients about their wedding day, about their ceremony. You're miking the officiants. You're doing a lot more than just showing up and playing music.
It's audio.
Yeah.
And plus, you gotta know the list of music that they want to have, specific music,
when to play,
right?
What you want.
From now on, I only ask them for a few questions. Like, there's always like a father-daughter dance, a mother-son dance, and a first dance, and then ceremony music.
And especially if it's Hispanic.
Oh,
bro.
And then that's right there at the end. That's right there at the end, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. type shit.
It's like bands right now. They don't even care
like
about
the live
DJ
music.
Right now. No, they want
There's
bands.
some that get both.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We'll do an hour DJ, and then the band comes in hella loud with the trumpets and shit.
And they kill it.
You chilling. You probably got some free food, free drinks.
All day.
Yeah,
that's in my contract.
And you dancing.
Yeah, shit, I'm always
break.
Yeah, you were talking about bridezillas, dude. What's a bridezilla, dude?
Oh,
What's a bridezilla?
Nah, you know what it is I try to minimize, like, songs that they want played. That kind of like limits your whole. I mean, 100 songs is like 3 hours of music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I say this. I said, just give me the essential songs, the 5 songs that you want, 5 songs from you, 5 songs from the groom, 5 songs from the bride, and then I'll fill in the gaps. And for the most part, man, like, people are cool, man. We trust you. We heard, we see your Yelp reviews, and we know what you're doing, So the DJ business is just starting to pick up again. It was dead all
It's
last
kind of
year.
seasonal, right? Plus COVID shit.
Right, well,
Yeah.
that's what fucked us up last year. Like, I mean, I had to just...
Yeah, man, I remember.
Probably canceled.
I remember when the DJs tried to, but they're like all 6 feet apart.
I had to refund
and
money.
then
That
like
was weird.
and for a moment it was like no dancing.
Spent it already.
Like,
I spent that money.
Yeah. It was really weird, man. It was really weird.
Yeah, but I'm glad we're getting back to where
Yeah.
we're at. What are we, orange? Tier orange right now?
I don't even know.
Yellow? What?
All I know is
I'm just vaccinated. That's
I
all
think
I
we're
know.
red,
There's
but red
right.
isn't bad.
Red's not bad.
Red's not bad. Although it
it's
may
bad,
seem
huh?
like it, but red's not bad.
I mean,
red's
because
good.
code red, you know what I mean? You never
I'm just
hear a
worried
code
about
yellow.
these masks, bro. We're going to have to wear the mask for the rest of our life.
That should give me acne.
I believe that's gonna be part of the lifestyle now. You're probably gonna see a lot of people at the airports with masks.
Just got to go to therapy.
just like you. You'll just see random, people that will travel just wearing masks sometimes. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, I mean, Chinese people used to do that a lot, right?
Before, but that's
Yeah.
because their
Yeah.
pollution's off the charts.
Is it the
Yeah.
pollution, or I thought it was
Yeah.
just they were
So-
just kind of like...
You know what's crazy? Like, if you ever walked into a liquor store with the mask on, dude, they would have fucking shot you down. Now they'd be like, yeah, you can't come in here without your mask.
you come in with a whole
it's
color
weird, you know what I mean?
bandana.
Yeah, bro.
They come in banging.
crazy.
and all
That's
that.
crazy
They're not
to me,
tripping
bro.
no more.
We sprayed
Bro,
off.
it's
You can
normal.
be driving with a whole blue, red bandana. The cop pulls up next to you. you're like, all right, he's safe.
I know, right? That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. That's just
No. The thing that's ticked me off
just
the
the new
most,
norm.
bro, about those mask things, bro, is that I can't unlock my iPhone when I'm in
Oh, you
public.
gotta pull that
G.
shit down?
Yeah, bro. That's like
I'll put the passcode.
everything's cool, bro. I don't care what fuck about like this party or nothing. But the fake dog, bro, that's fucking
phony
fuck
shit.
COVID. Yeah,
He's
you know what I
driving
mean?
like,
Fuck. Yeah, exactly.
That's a tricky situation.
There was supposedly some shit that they said they were trying to like install in the iPhones to where it could read your face with the mask.
No way.
Yeah, some
They're
bullshit
working
like
around
that.
COVID, dude. That's terrible, man. Well,
fucking technology
Shit,
nowadays,
huh?
bro.
Well, that's where the future's going, man. That's what we're talking about. Was it Dogecoin or Doge?
But that just makes it feel like COVID's permanent. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be just like a passing thing. If Apple's working around COVID, that's weird.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I mean,
it would work for me. I wouldn't mind. Fuck it. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Well, shit, man. Before we dive into the topics, you want to let them know where they could follow you at and like how to book a session or just a
absolutely,
business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're still working on the website right now because
Okay.
we want to get it to where like people can book. Because I've been having problems with that, like the booking. Like, I had
The
people hit me
bookkeeping.
up on Instagram, right?
Then you got
Talk
people
about,
that
like-
text you and
Well, not even that, bro. I had a dude hit me up the other day, like 3 days ago, talking about, hey, how much for studio time? Like, I gave him the jug, said come through, and like I hit him that day. I was like, you coming through? Deleted his account. Couldn't even like reach
crazy.
out. I was like, whatever. I mean, so now I'm thinking about doing like a little, like
Yeah.
if you don't show up,
A
kinda-
deposit.
Yeah, like
and,
maybe
and-
50
and-
bucks
yeah.
or something,
and making sure that the people are
kind of
legit
like what
too. 'cause-
tattoo artists do.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't like that's the reason why we moved the studio from
Huh.
that room to the other room. Because sometimes I'd be mixing in the room,
my
door
bar.
open, and just at 4 in the morning, randos come up, like,
Oh, yeah.
"Ooh, what's going on up here?" So we was like, man, I just want to have like a filter, I'm gonna have like some girls in the front on the desk, or some interns, somebody, in the front filtering the people in the back, because in the back's where the real work gets done.
Exactly.
Exactly. For sure.
Yeah, follow me on Monterey Recording Studio at Instagram.
Yeah,
And
you
if you
posting
wanna-
up some clips.
Yeah, I deleted all the old stuff because we're
I mean,
we're upgrading, we're moving
you're
up.
upgrading.
So.
Yeah, you
I like that
people
one.
You
want-
got,
yeah.
you got
Yeah.
Izzy in there. Shout out to Izzy.
Oh yeah, shout out Izzy, bro.
Oh, yeah, Dirty Money
They
Izzy.
came in and did their thing, man. They was
That guy's
that's
real
what I'm
cool,
saying.
man.
I just want people to come in and do their thing. I wasn't bothering them nothing. When they got down, I kind of came in and shot a little bit and then went back out and did
Yeah,
my
man.
thing.
People
That room looks
vibing,
nice.
zoning.
Yeah, and that's the vibe. That's what we want. We want people to feel.
Yeah, man. It's
Like-
it's
like
better
It
for you.
totally is a vibe, though, bro.
It is.
Since day one, I walked up in there, total vibe, dude. Yeah, you can't get that like in other studios, man.
With
you
the
know what I mean?
lights,
Other
too.
places feel
That shit
sterile and
dope.
cold, and
Yeah,
it's a
and,
vibe with Mario
I messed up
every
a few of
time.
my sessions, before, a little too much Hennessy. Or
But it was a
something,
vibe.
But it was a vibe. But it was a vibe. No, so I'm here to fix that. I just want people to know that we're professional, and
Yes,
that
sir.
we're really trying to do this thing.
Like you said, it's a learning progress. Of course, you're gonna have fun. Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
But there's a thin
stuff
line.
happens.
You know what I'm saying? What
It's kind of
happens
like
is-
when I first threw an event and we all got fucked up. Everybody ran the event, and it's like,
unprofessional.
you don't do that. Then you learn you're not supposed to do
You're
that.
not
But
supposed
we
to
had
do
to,
that.
there was no one telling us we weren't supposed to do that. So we're there dancing and not even watching shit, getting drunk. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, no.
Because if a
That's not
session
what you're
turns
supposed
into
to
a
do.
kick it session, then it's like, they get comfortable. It's like whatever. So yeah, it's like right
Gotta
now
keep it professional.
we want to be super pro. I'm gonna start writing out some contracts. It's still like I'm still learning this, the business. So I want to do
course.
it right. And I've worked with a lot of local artists. Right now, I'm just we've been focused on the remodeling for like the last 6 months. So
Yeah.
but we're 90%
With
there.
with all the artists you've been working with, how do you feel about the 831 sound? Like you feel like everyone got
Man,
their
we're about to make it, bro.
Yeah.
It's very different,
popping,
huh?
bro.
yeah.
You got a lot of
There's-
different people coming in.
We created a
different
new wave, baby.
sounds, Different.
It's not even
different
that.
style
There's
of-
just so many good, talented people out here.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
know what? A lot of them don't even have recordings yet.
Yeah.
They're just good. You know what I'm saying? Like, not. I mean, I love my, like the older, generation. And I love listening to that. But I feel like this new generation, it's getting there, man. Like some of the youngsters that I've recorded, man, they're really like hip to the new stuff. Plus, the kids are always the ones that are gonna put us onto the new stuff.
Pretty
you know what I'm
much.
saying? Like
Yeah.
like when I DJ, honestly, I promise you, when I DJ, like middle school dances, they put me on a music that 3 months later is popping. You feel me? White Iverson, all that stuff. Like it's like down like a couple months later, I'm like, yo, I play this. These kids like just, and they're so eclectic. Like high schoolers love hip hop. High schoolers, they love
Hip-hop,
rap. They love rap,
hip-hop.
twerk. Little kids don't know, like 5th graders. I've done a few for like my kids' school and stuff.
But they listen
just
to the
like
nastiest
music.
shit, man.
What?
5th graders.
Yeah, no.
I mean, little kids, like 5-year-olds, dude.
Yeah, you know what I did? You know what? I had a little like.
WAP?
No,
What's that song your son be listening to, bro? You listen to him.
DJs all the chaperones twerking.
I had a little kid come up to me and say, "Hey, can you play Blunt Blowing by Lil Wayne?" But it was a Christian school too, so I like, what? Are you out your mind? What are you trying to get?
Your
Check every
mind's
kick
right,
down.
but nah, I can't.
Not even the clean version.
Yeah.
You say you soaking up game, but not right now.
No, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, the 831 definitely is coming up, man. And I mean, there's just too many people like named that are good. You know, that I have a feeling like just have a really like good sound. Like I don't know if they're still making music, but man, I want everybody to like to have quality recordings and quality sound. You know, like especially like the New York cats. You know, like the New York cats, they've never recorded before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't know what to expect. They don't know what they're gonna sound like on the mic. They haven't really even developed their sound. And I love working with like people that like A-Rod, bro. A-Rod. Shout out A-Rod, bro. His
GP
first
podcast.
A-Rod.
bro. His first. I recorded his first album. You know, and it was a little rough, you know, like on my side, you know, like the mixing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned a lot from him, bro. Like watching him, like, you know, every song he came with, he started guessing more and more and more and more and more. And like now, bro, I don't know if he's still making music. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think he just dropped a little freestyle.
Well, that's right. He posted it on
He's doing his
Instagram.
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
man. Like
The podcast too.
we take a break from music once. in a
Yeah,
while.
it's nice to take a little, little kickback, and then like just let that
Kind of reset, right?
kind of reset and let the motivation come to you naturally. Like let it come to you naturally when you want to rap. Like sometimes, because sometimes it can feel like fuck, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Fuck, I gotta finish this song, I gotta ask for a feature. Oh fuck, I owe this guy a feature, and it's just to the point where it starts feeling like a chore. So sometimes it's always good to have a little setback and let that passion and motivation come back to you naturally.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but just watching the 831 flourish the way it's flourishing, bro. It's. I feel like maybe in the next year or two, bro, somebody gonna blow it up. And plus, you know what?
Man, that's why I fuck with you though, Mario, because not too many people had that mindset, man. Of like want to see something flourish, like they're just like
Basically
money,
put people on
studio,
basically.
yeah, like hustle, like
Yeah.
it's not like something about like like a bigger picture,
Who
you know
else
what I mean?
opens the door to strangers to let them record
Yeah.
their song?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Well, shit, I've been learning a lot about letting go, bro. You just gotta let go of like your feelings and shit. You know, like
I think a lot of it has to do with just being letting go of your ego. You know, letting
Yeah.
people grow, even if they're better than you. Like fuck it.
right.
Preach,
And learn, like,
man.
instead
Holy
of saying,
shit.
why hate on this person when I can learn from this person.
Yeah.
You know, like,
exactly. Yeah.
and so that's what
Yeah.
I did. I reached out to certain people, you know what I'm saying, and soaked up game from them.
That's how you get better. You learn
That's
from
how you
better.
get better, right? I
That takes guts,
he was
though,
talking
bro.
about
That
mentorship
takes
the other
guts.
day, and I was like, I've never had a mentor or a mentor, whatever.
I mean, a mentor isn't necessarily, in my opinion, isn't necessarily someone that teaches you like exactly what you need to do. Like I call them mentors. It's just they were older than me, and they just had things or did things that I wanted to do.
For real.
You know, so
Right.
just watching how
Somebody
they move.
that you look up to, that
Sensei.
you want to be like. I guess that has something that you like.
Sorta,
that you wanna
yeah.
learn.
Or someone
Right.
that could teach you something. Like some guy told me, your life is perfect. You just ride in the waves.
Right,
You know, don't
right.
get stuck in the
Be
moment.
the
To me,
waka.
that's someone like that mentors you. You know, something doesn't necessarily help you now, but it's giving you a mind state that just lets you, think about
And
shit.
you're gonna be all right doing that, man.
Exactly,
You're gonna be all right doing that, because that's the thing, man. Like, I look up to a lot of people, but see, how do you approach somebody that's there already, and you want to be like that, or you want to,
Trying to reach
Hey,
to
fool,
their
you trying to hit
level.
this? Yeah. Like that, fool? That's how I approach you. I consider you my mentor, man.
Oh no,
Learn a lot from you.
You gonna make him cry, nigga. You gonna make him cry.
Put back the
I gotta fit the handy.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
letting go and forgiving is something I'm learning right now. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a lot of times I'd be stuck in my feelings and stuff, and hey, you can't mix those two. You know,
Yeah.
like let that shit
Business
go.
is business.
I mean,
Business is
yeah,
business,
it's
you know?
normal, man. Because when you're an artist, you're really sensitive about the work you put in.
We're our
Because
biggest critics, man.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of good music is unreleased because
Yeah.
the artists don't feel like it's ready, but the
Yeah.
streets is ready. You know,
Yeah.
we're ready to hear it. But I guarantee you, like,
yeah, they don't hear that
I guarantee
reverb.
you sitting
Yeah.
on 20 good tracks you don't want to release. You know, like everybody who's doing it like has like tracks, but
Yeah.
like, we were talking about how subjective it is. Like, because it could be trash. I mean, the mixing could be garbage, but somebody gonna like it.
Yeah.
Somebody
That's
gonna
what
like
it
it. They
is.
gonna be
Somebody likes that quality.
There's a lot
Right.
of trash music that a lot of people like.
yeah.
There's a lot of trash music that I like. You know what I mean? I know that shit's trash.
He knows that.
I know what it is. I'm like, I like it though. You know?
Yeah, puts you in a good mood.
It could be
gets
the
you
most
going, it
basic
could be-
song, and it
yeah.
just has the right melody or says the right keywords, and you're gonna fuck with it.
Magic.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, like this is something that's funny because when I talk to clients and stuff, they say, "Oh, we listen to everything except
Boom.
Country.
country." Or it's usually country, but like or
I
or
fucks with
hip-hop, right?
country.
But it's like
too.
how you listen to everything then.
That's not everything.
It's not
Yeah.
everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like as a DJ, that encouraged me to like listen to everything. I gotta listen to everything.
You gotta listen to everything.
If I'm doing quinceañera, if I'm doing a country wedding, if I'm doing something like that, it's, you know, it's kind of specific. It's not the club. I love the clubs because that's where I can go free and do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there are no clubs right now, you know. And
Yeah.
shout out to
Even in
SB
our area,
too,
though.
because SB's gonna help me this Saturday in the wedding. So
And
my
some
dude, you know, yeah,
No,
SB.
Salinas.
Finesse, yeah.
Salinas the
Hey,
He's a
shout
DJ.
out.
He's
Shout out to
insane.
Hey, because SB has.
I know.
We got a Seaside
Judgment
SB
free,
and we got a
judgment free.
Salinas SB,
That's
I
right,
guess.
that's right.
Shout out to
So,
both of them.
Yeah, shout out to both of them.
For real.
They should just work together, man. He's a
SB,
DJ, the other one's a rapper. Come on,
I
man.
know, right?
Not SB times two.
SB times two. Collab.
Hey, they're
You
gonna
heard
do
it here
this shit.
first on Slide Through
real.
Podcast.
SB and A-Rod did a show at the Fox Theater. They
Hey,
didn't do it, but
they be throwing
yeah,
dope
so-
ass shows.
So like
I was
when
I was
showed
there
up,
at the event.
Yeah,
They
bro.
They
Bro,
promoted it, yeah.
I
Which
messed up,
one?
man.
The one we all went to, or
Nah,
the
when I
first
went by
one?
myself.
Yeah, you went to one by yourself, then we went to another one.
You rose
Yeah,
solo?
I rocked solo out there,
tried,
man,
I
to
tried.
the,
I
to the
remember
neck,
that
bro.
day,
I
I
was
tried.
like, fuck it, yeah.
It was a
What type of
fun
event
gig.
was it?
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
definitely. I mean, I definitely took it for granted, like not going or not performing, just because I felt like my music wasn't ready at the time. I didn't have my recording equipment. I was relying on others, and I was just working at the time. So definitely, when shows start appearing back up, man, I definitely want to.
Who threw that one you did in 2016?
I think that was what's his name? Angelo. What's his Reality LLC?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Was
yeah.
that the-
It was you, Lil James,
No.
and Insanity.
Sandy,
It was in
yeah.
Salinas, right? At the
Yeah,
Fox
yeah,
Theater.
Fox Theater as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Fox-
Yeah,
yeah, I
the
did one.
organized part of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing, bro. Like I said, we're our own critics, our worst critics, and maybe that was a good thing. What if you like
Went
you
up
don't
there
wanna-
and
you don't wanna
stumbled,
perform?
yeah.
Yeah, you don't. So
Yeah.
when you're ready, you're gonna know, and your music quality is gonna be there.
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of people that they'll have a song with like just one verse and one hook, and it's a minute and a half song, and they already shoot videos to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like it's a little rushed right now, and I like what you do. You know what I'm saying? You finesse your craft.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. Plus, by the way, you're one of my favorite rappers.
Thank you, bro.
I- I
Appreciate
was
it.
Say that.
Don't say that.
I gotta listen to it like 3 times to get the
He gonna put on his dark
I was
glasses.
sleeping on him, bro. Like,
Oh,
can
a
you
lot of
quote-
people do.
Yeah, I was sleeping on him, bro. You gotta, man. You start quoting Miggy verses, bro.
Oh,
Like,
for real,
shit, bro.
You gonna put them in your
Hey.
IG captions.
I didn't know you got down like that, pal. 'Cause look, when I met you, you came with Oso, and like you guys just a little song. That was the first time I really met you. You know?
Mhm. Oh yeah, I remember.
So I didn't know you was, you know what I'm saying, lyrical like that, bro, until I started looking into the YouTube videos, and that's when I was like, God damn.
Was it that acapella? Is like 8 minutes?
No, it was the when he was battling at the.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you saw the battle rap.
Yeah,
It's one of his
Oh,
battle
okay,
rap.
yeah.
Battle rap is a whole beast of it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
he's
a whole different.
battle rap is a whole different.
It's a whole
yeah.
different sport.
Yeah,
but
it's not the
yeah.
same.
He's in a different mode in battle rap.
For real, huh?
Yeah, it's a whole
Yeah.
different world. But
Yeah. Nah,
He's
he-
sipping the Henny.
No, this motherfucker got the knife to the motherfucker's throat.
Yeah, right.
Just trying to fucking eat him alive.
I know.
Like
bro.
2 centimeters
Is that what
away.
it is, bro? You gotta look up facts on them, like, oh, this fool went to private school.
You gotta do your
You
homework.
gotta do your
and shit.
research.
It's optional depending
kinda
if you
depends who you battle
really
rapping, huh?
if you really want to go personal like that with
This nigga
someone.
that drank chocolate milk till 13 years old. They pull out the randomest fucking.
I know,
He used to
man.
pee his bed when he was 3.
Yeah, or they make stuff up, but as long as it's like creative and there's a punchline to it, I feel like, or it just
You gotta sell it to the crowd.
Yeah, just as long as it works.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
If the crowd
Was
is
it when
buying
you-
it, man,
which
it's
battle
gonna
rap
work.
did you see
The dude from PG.
Oh yeah,
Maniacal.
I was about to say when he
Bro,
when he hit that PG line, butterfly knife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
guys
man,
shit
shout out
was
to Maniacal.
insane. Both went in, bro. Maniacal, yeah, shout out.
Bro,
But
like
Miggy won though.
that sounds like his cake though.
Miggy won, though.
To rap battle against someone from PG. You from Seaside, bro? That seems like
Nah,
like
bro.
Hey, but he
I mean, there's people. There's people that got
It's
hit.
hands, bro. You know,
That's the most like pleasant place I've ever been to.
Shout out
Fool, I
to
used to
PG,
walk down the
man.
east side, homie. man. Like,
PG got us
One at a time, one at a time, one at a
crack.
time.
She
Where? Was the godfather.
Not to hate on PG. I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
man.
probably
Hey,
be
he's
fucking
from- He
mollywhopping
represent
PG.
Monterey like that. That's what's
Yeah,
up, bro.
yeah, man,
Like,
shout
shout
to-
out to Shores.
Yeah, shout out to
Hey, well, respect to
Source.
PG then.
Who was the dude? What was it?
Oh,
I forgot his name. You
the source.
That's his name.
Yeah, I know his brother. See,
Yeah.
his brother showed me how to DJ. Darian,
Okay.
DJ Darian. So he trained me how to DJ and do the weddings and stuff like
You're
that.
your mentor.
No, I love that dude though.
That's
but
what we're
he's
gonna call
not
this
my
mentor.
No, we definitely had some good times, man. So yeah, man, I feel like I think the A31's definitely on the way right now, and
I think
man,
so too.
Salinas is tapping in a lot, man, and I'm getting like most of the people that come out are coming mostly right now from
Yeah.
Salinas, man, and it's
There's
just,
a lot of people out here that could get
I mean,
there,
some
but
of them
just
from
something
Salinas-
holds them back.
well,
it can
they gotta
either
invest
be
in themselves too.
yeah,
It
but
could be-
I think
I
that's
know
the
a lot
main
of-
thing.
I know a lot of people that are good and like been known, but it's either they're into like the street shit heavy,
Right.
they're into the drug heavy,
Yeah.
or they get into like some family stuff and they just settle
Or
down.
relationship.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
I'm not saying the family
We're
stuff.
not
like,
knocking none.
that's understandable.
no,
but
Yeah.
we all have our lives,
just-
you know,
yeah, you
just-
before the
I feel more like what he said is it's like investing in themselves because anybody could get in the mic and rap, but are you willing like to put in the work and really upgrade, like
Hey,
pay a
he used to
studio,
be a
get
rapper,
recorded?
right.
Hey, he was a rapper right here. He spit the marina bars like crazy.
Fogtown, baby.
But I gotta say, DJ was my motivation.
I was a mentor.
He came into my life and said, "Nigga, this is A, B, and C, nigga. Just put them together."
And then you had the bruise, so
And
it
then you
just
had the
mixed
bruise,
in.
nigga.
Hey, bro, you're lucky if you got that though, bro. For real, if you got somebody to tell you this is A,
Blessed
B,
you
and
can.
C, bro,
You
like
got the blessed, man.
trial and error is a bitch.
And then Miggy was in the
We
room
all need
just
direction.
hiding, writing his fucking bars and bars.
Hey,
and
I ain't
bars.
gonna lie though. I remember Miggy being in his room just
Yeah,
with his
right-
headphones on, like writing. Like,
For real,
like,
he looked like
all
Eminem in the
day.
bus.
Funny story, bro. Me and my boy were 9 years old when Criss Cross came out.
Hey,
Jump,
Criss
jump,
Cross
jump.
gonna make it.
Bro, we flipped out. We was like, oh, we gotta do this, man.
Gotta
We
wear
gotta
shit
do it.
backwards.
Bro, we
hey,
sat
yeah,
down.
you're dressing backwards.
No, I didn't do that.
The button,
My mama would whoop my ass.
buttons in the back,
Oh, my mama would whoop that ass.
back pockets in the front.
I remember some kid did that. That's good. No, bro, we was sitting down, bro. We gonna write this shit, bro. 3 hours later, 1 bar. Like nothing, bro. Like it's not
real,
easy.
yeah.
But you know what? JD wrote that. I mean,
Mine was 50 Cent, bro.
Hey.
50?
50 Cent, bro.
What?
That's
That
what
was
he grew
my
up
like
on.
crisscross.
That's what he grew up on right here.
Mm-hmm.
Miggy grew up on
What
50.
album?
Of course.
And that's
Uh,
true.
The one with P.I.M.P. in it.
Huh?
Get rich.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, man. That's
That
the
was-
one.
that was his
That's the
Bible,
one.
fool.
That's the
That
one.
was
No,
his
I like
Bible.
the Massacre too, though.
That's, yeah,
But I'm a
Massacre's hard.
motherfucking
It started getting way
P.I.M.P.
too mainstreamy for me. Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie though, I was looking at your YouTube page earlier today, and I went on your playlist where you have like 160
Oh, yeah.
songs. You see nothing but like 50, 50, 50,
Yeah.
50,
50
like.
Cent. Yeah, I got like 50
And
Cent.
then I went into Eminem.
Yeah, a lot of.
Where's
back
that
on
at?
YouTube,
What's the
yeah.
channel at?
Oh, my channel, my YouTube channel, Miggy Garcia Sandoval.
Fuck.
Shout out, Biggie.
Shout out, Miggy.
Shout out.
So let's get into these topics if we still have time. We're talking about music, man. We're gonna keep it on music for a second. Congratulations to Drake. He was, I think, rewarded as Artist of the Decade. How y'all feel about that? Y'all think that's correct?
I mean, he has had the Billboard number for
Yeah.
how long now? He's been on the 200 Billboard for decades, right?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing bad to
Has he?
say about
Yeah, I
him.
mean,
man. I don't
Hotline
care that
Bling
he's
can't
not
hate.
a real gangster. His
Just
bars
music, man.
He's
This
a
is music.
ghostwriter.
Yeah.
are fire, bro.
You know, a girl was talking about him the other day, and she was saying, "There's no way that motherfucker could have wrote that shit. It has to be a girl writing his shit for him to be able to understand a female perspective." Yeah, dude. It's coming from a female.
Probably at this point, you know.
Probably
in his
has his
career.
mom.
Wasn't there a scandal saying he had a ghostwriter? Like, for sure?
So does Lil Wayne. They said Lil Wayne had a ghostwriter.
I mean, and then he's been rapping in like different languages. There's no way you fucking wrote
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
shit
right. He did
in
some
different
shit.
languages.
Snoop Dogg
Who
did
pulled up
Different
that shit up, bro?
languages.
Pulled
Bro.
up something like in England or some shit.
Just imagine having as much money as Drake. Wouldn't you spend a little bit on
Travel.
on that and like getting little bars here and there? Hey, write this. I mean,
Well, that's what I'm
fucking
saying,
Jay Z wrote fucking one of Dr. Dre's bars.
Yeah.
It's still Dre.
Yeah,
He wrote Still Dre.
Yeah.
A Brooklyn dude wrote a Cali song.
So an East Coast motherfucker wrote a West Coast anthem.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like at the end of
So-
the day, man, I can't take nothing away from him because he
I guess
honestly,
he's
man,
the
that song
image.
that he did that it must have been nothing to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first song. I hated that song, but look at all the features on that song.
To be honest, I only
One
knew
of my
that song
favorites.
because he did that little Sprite commercial on it.
When did that
Sprite?
Sprite commercial come out? When he was like,
When he was just
Sprite probably
starting,
paid for
yeah.
that shit.
yeah,
And I didn't know he was an actor, none of that. But bro, you know,
But I mean,
like a
that's
sophomore.
Like that Degrassi
publicity,
shit,
when he signed to
man.
Young Money, yeah, the Degrassi
Yeah.
shit. But when he signed to Young Money, I feel like, look, it solidified him, bro. In he did.
I
the
think
right
in a
moves.
way, because he did. I didn't realize how many songs he did with the game, like when he was coming up.
With
And
the
there's-
Game, the rapper.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
game, the rapper, and then I was watching his old videos. He had a song with like DJ Khaled, Lil Wayne, like all these people, and they all look young. They were all still coming up, Rick Ross and shit like that.
Khaled came
But
a
he's the
long
one
way,
that
bro.
he's the only one that looks rough in all the videos. He's the only
Like,
one that looks like
like
a fucking
fro
bum.
fucked up and-
Yeah.
still wearing a long tee and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, bro,
man.
but his bars go hard though, bro. Like his old school bars, they actually, if you pay
Yeah,
attention,
I'm not
like-
saying he's not raw.
the
but-
wordplay is crazy, bro.
But it's just some shit now that you could tell. It's like, all right, like, I want to know who wrote this.
yeah.
But that's what
Or
I'm saying. That's what he's saying. Like he can appeal to girls a lot, and he can appeal to the,
To men. Yeah.
to us. You know what I'm saying? But
Maybe it's that whole marketing thing, like that, like we've been coming back to it.
bottom line is he
Roy,
made the
marketing,
album. They
right?
sound good.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That video.
sold.
And he's
Names
making
on it.
money.
You see that
He's
shit he
making
did
money.
there? I'm not a rock star. I'm not a doctor.
I'm a pop, yeah.
That shit. I
Hotline
like that
Bling,
shit,
bro.
dog. Fucking Justin Bieber's part of their team now.
Pretty
I
much.
don't like Bieber with the dreadlocks though.
Who?
You got a Beaver.
Who? Oh, I know.
You gotta cut that
Beef,
shit off,
Pop.
bruh.
Beefs, if you listen.
Come
to
on,
Pop-
Hey, he stole that shoelace belt thing from me. All right.
That's
Did that
skater.
A lot of
That's some
motherfuckers
skater
Stole it from the
shit.
culture.
Yeah,
Some
no
skaters
tengo,
culture
no
right
tengo,
there.
sin- no tengo. I got a shoelace.
They don't know that was a real struggle. They did it just for
real,
show. man.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, man.
So
That's
he got what best artist of the what?
Artist of the decade.
a century, 100 years old.
Yeah, 10 years. But I want to say that's pretty right
I ain't
because
gonna lie,
he
bro.
first came out in 09, I want to say.
he's had it.
The,
Yeah,
the
that's
So Far
right,
Gone.
dude. I was
Every
still like
year
a
he's had
freshman or
hits, man.
something.
Yeah. Every album, man.
Every
He has-
album got a few hits on it, man.
Yeah.
And,
Who decides that though?
I mean, I think
The
a lot of it has to do with
I'm
publicity.
still waiting on that
man.
Benny and Drake song.
Well, I'm waiting for that Benny and Drake.
Yeah,
And Drake.
Hot Money Benny?
Benny the Butcher.
Benny Butcher.
Right there.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
All right,
rapper coming up.
speaking of new artists, who's your favorite new artist right now?
Zelda.
Griselda.
Zelda.
Griselda's been my favorite for a hot minute since like
Zelda,
2016.
God.
I want to
getting
say
there.
I want to
They're
say
getting
somewhat. They were signed to Eminem for a couple years.
Conway was-
Griselda.
Yeah.
Only Conway was signed to Eminem.
Oh, Conway and
Yeah.
Westside were signed to Eminem, and I think Westside and Benny got like a
Oh, Rock Nation.
publishing deal with Rock Nation or
Like
some
this.
type of deal. I forgot what kind. I think distribution deal with Rock
Yeah.
Nation.
See, man, we gotta learn
yeah, I gotta
that
get
business side of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
where the real
Gotta write
finesse
this shit
comes
down.
in. Because
Yeah.
right now we just, we're doing it, and yeah, like we're kind of at a disadvantage because these big labels are definitely. You know,
And that's right, because like someone out here could be big, but then there's no one to guide them through it. I mean, there's what's his name, Stretch from Seaside.
Yeah.
Seaside
He's probably
Stretch.
like the only one that has the guidance and the loops and the
Southside-
connections
yeah,
to
shout
bring
out
someone
Stretch.
up.
he wants you to make it on your own before he tried.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's
He
what
always-
any label.
he always
Any
tells you
label
that,
wants you to have a
yeah.
following before
And-
they even like.
Yeah, what's what I mean?
Cut you
that's
a
the
check.
best thing
You
to
can't
do.
approach somebody and expect them to make you famous and rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying he knows the background of it, of the
Oh, I know,
business.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There isn't too many people in this area that know the background of the business,
Yeah.
and that's where we lack of.
Yeah,
Like
the
other
business side,
other
right?
cities can have 3, 5, 10 people that know different producers and know who to go to and who to
But
talk
how
to
does
and shit
Stretch
like
get
that.
to that point? How, I mean,
No
coming
one
from the
would-
side, like how did you get to that?
Yeah,
No one
man, some people,
know who
man.
didn't go to school.
You know
for
who
They
you
say
know,
he
you
was
know.
lucky. They say he was lucky when he met Mac Dre in the airplane, and they
that's-
said ever
is
since
that what
then, it just it
rubbing
blasted
shoulders
off.
with the right people.
Yeah.
He brought Mac Dre out here,
Yeah.
right? His side?
Yeah, I guess
right
it.
now.
What was it called? The Bluefins.
The Bluefin.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
There's videos of him on YouTube still. performing and shit.
I've met Mac
And
Dre's
Jay
mom,
Stalin.
and she was saying she was trying to do an event out here just to have to show love to Stretch, because she knew the relationship between Stretch and her son Mac Dre.
Yeah.
And so, and I remember when I was talking with her, she was like, "Yeah, so where you from or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm from Seaside." And she's like, "Oh, so you know about Stretch?" I was like, "Yeah, of course we know about him." I was like, "I don't want to bring him up because I feel like maybe when you meet people, you're going, that's the
Name
first thing."
dropping, right?
Yeah, already. Like, oh yeah, we know,
Well, I
like
mean,
you
you
know what I'm
got a
saying.
name,
And I don't,
Seaside
yeah, you feel me? And I didn't want to be all like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah," I'm from there. And she's like, "Cool." She's like, "Yeah, I was just talking with him." She's like, "I want to throw like a little pop up, for him over there, because every year they do the Dre Day on his birthday, where they just play music. They have a lot of his art, everywhere and shit. People, merch
Right.
selling and all that type of stuff.
Good time.
And so she wanted to throw one out here. Don't think it ever happened. This was already like maybe 3 years ago, possibly.
Well, it takes a while to
3
throw
or
it
4
in
years
like
ago.
that, and I'm pretty sure COVID fucked everything up too.
Yeah, and yes, and then last year was COVID, so I mean, who knows if
Well,
A whole
he-
lot of shit
did
was
he
supposed to
sign-
go
Does
down.
he have a label? Is it there?
I don't know if he has a label, but I know
He's a manager.
I think he's a manager.
he's a
Yeah,
manager
more
of
so manager.
a town
So he-
business.
He'll
Town
get you
business.
hooked up with the right
Yeah.
people. To do
Yeah.
the
Pretty
right
much
thing.
he'll introduce you into the business.
But
That's-
then it's up to
He
you.
gets shout out a
But then
lot
it's up
though.
to you to really do the thing.
He
You know
gets
what
shout
I'm
out a lot. I remember seeing Stretch in a Jay Stalin video. Yeah. E40 shut him out. Neff shut him out.
Well, you got to put yourself out there.
A whole
man.
lot
You
of
Why
gotta
is
meet
it so
people.
hard for the A31 to make a buzz? To make a buzz,
I
just
think the
people-
main
It's
thing
not,
is
it's not that it's
know
not
what?
hard to make a buzz.
I
'cause
think
there's
Apollo
always-
was saying it yesterday. I asked him the same thing while we were eating over here at
Yeah, he
the
said- he
Chinese
said
restaurant.
that
He said that
dog,
it's too much.
dog eat dog world, but it's the dogs ain't even worth
It's,
eating or something. I don't know.
it's
what
just
he
like
said.
too much people hating on each other.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't want to
what it
work
is.
I wouldn't
together.
even
But
think
it's
it's
not
that,
hate.
to be honest,
It's
because
not hate.
every city has hate.
Right.
I think we
deal
don't
with
have
that.
our own sound that makes us stand out yet.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
Benny the Butcher, his shit sound way different. He just came from Buffalo.
No, but the thing is, all three of them are different.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
put them as a
So
group.
is
He's
it up
out
to
there.
us to create this new
Damn,
sound?
like
They're all cousins. They're
Sometimes
when I
it'd be
heard
like
them-
DJ
when I-
Khaled, where I could put the right people on the right song.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like I can hear this.
Damn.
So I think
Seaside
it's
Alley?
mainly.
I think it's just
Yeah.
like-minded minds, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
SK.
People on the same wavelength too, bro.
Absolutely, man. Like
Cause I mean, look, we're talking about Seaside and Salinas as like two separate worlds. Well,
they're
we're just
not.
like right there.
Same
We're
county.
neighbors, you know. And
Yeah, man.
we
What's a
talk the
30-minute
same way.
drive?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We act the same, but it's just like we separate as two different
wait,
worlds.
Santa Cruz A31.
Calmate, Carmel.
No, but it's everywhere, man. Like even New York, man. They still compete with each other. Queens competes with Bronx. You know what I mean? Harlem competing with
And they have their own
Brooklyn. You know what I'm
styles,
saying? They got their own styles. You know what I mean? There's all different sounds. So like people thinking like, oh man, New York is sleeping on us. They don't know shit about this and that. Like, bro, New York is too busy
Shit,
competing
speaking
with
of
New York.
What's going on with New York?
Just like
Pop
it-
Smoke was
right?
winning.
The last thing I heard from New York was PE, bro. Pro Era.
Joey Badass.
Joey Badass and Steez.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Pop Smoke.
That was it, and that was like New York sound to me.
And he had a Tupac sound. He kind of had like a West Coast sound.
Tupac DMX.
But is that New
kinda
York
sound.
Yeah,
sound?
Tupac DMX kind of
Yeah,
sound for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I feel like New York has all kinds of sounds. They have their, you know what I mean,
really
their
do.
uppity, high bass, trap kind of
Well, we
feel,
gotta
and they have their
mold,
grimy
man.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. We need to create our own sound. I think that's the only way we're gonna get noticed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
because there
sir.
could be hate everywhere, but if you don't sound different than anybody else, if you're just copying other rappers from different areas, different cities, different states, then you really ain't standing out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Best fucking
Because at the end, you end up promoting their sound, and you don't promote
and I feel like-
yours. I was
feel-
watching an interview of someone from they were talking about like the music scene, but they were talking about it from the Bay Area point of view, and like, well, why do you think a lot of Bay Area artists aren't popping up? And they're like, well, if you notice, like we keep promoting a lot of sound from other regions, like Detroit, when their music was popping off and they were buzzing with their sound, that shit was hot over here. Like, it's cool, we could play it, but when did it happen? You had the young hot ones, like the young artists coming up, and they started sounding like them. And then what happened? Then you had like South music pop buzzing off, and then you had people, then you had little people biting their sound, and so it's like at the end you just have people promoting other region sounds, and then you start like,
I think we should create a movement.
That's what it is.
I think that's what we
But I feel like before the movement happens, we need to have a sound. So when the movement gets going, we have something to back it up.
Right. So we're not just it's a movement, but
What are we showing? What makes us different?
I mean,
But it takes work and collaboration, bro, and hours and commitment, and yeah.
But I mean, I feel like it's happening more now. Just like, I don't know, just having the podcast, like the different studios working together, like they're meeting different artists that you wouldn't even think before would have ever met.
I feel like
these
this is a
connections
huge
weren't
stepping
even-
stone for that, though, bro. I can feel that, like this, where you're talking about, like creating its own sound. It starts like with things like this, like us having a podcast, like you know what I mean. Different people from different like views.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's what they did.
This is like the beginning of it.
Yeah, when they did the
I
Sesame
think that's how it
Street
feels
show,
to me.
Yeah.
They did. They would sit in rooms and be like, "What do kids like to watch? What do kids like to And that's how they created Sesame Street, right? Because they aimed it at them. There was people in the room. There were psychologists. There was doctors. There was people in the room that all had their little inputs, but it all filtered down to one. You know what I'm saying? It was
Which
eventually,
became a
Hey,
fucking
Sesame fucked me up,
ostrich.
bro. Short attention
Dude
span.
in a
food for
trash
real.
can.
You can talk about
dude in a trash can.
That loves
Who the
fucking
fuck said put a green dude in a trash
cookies.
can?
Hey, that shit was funny, bro. You can't let
A big bird, bro. That shit was scary, man.
Yeah. And what was Elmo? What is Elmo?
Oh man, why you
I don't know
hate
what
on
Elmo
Elmo, bro?
is.
That motherfucker was a
Animal
cherry
Eye,
from the
bro.
blunt that happened to fall in the ashtray.
Dingleberry. I still think it's cute.
Jim Henson was a straight hippie, bro.
He really went on
Acid
some shroom trip and came
Yeah.
back like, oh shit, like I
See,
seen
that's
this
the shit,
world.
too, that
I
we
seen
were
the-
talking
yep,
about, bro.
yep.
Look, a lot of the good shit, like Machiavelli, not Tupac, but Niccolo Machiavelli wrote The Prince, right? He wrote that book about how to hold power and all that, but he wrote it in exile. So they kicked him out of Florence and shit, right? He's gone, and he wrote the best book. The best shit is done in isolation. Like Don Quixote was also in isolation, and I keep bringing that up because I've been reading it. But a lot of people in exile, like Napoleon was exiled. Like he was exiled to, I think, Corsica, where he was born. I don't know, but like people do some of their best work in
Privacy.
these situations.
Well, what
where,
else you gonna do? No,
Well, yeah, right. We was talking about just
nah, it's
taking a
real
little
shit
trip
though.
to,
Real
like,
talk.
somewhere where just like you can sit there with your thoughts and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying, and then come up with something brilliant that the world hasn't even thought about.
And they're gonna hate on it.
They can hate on it all they want, but
If it's different enough, it'll
fuck,
stand
we're still
out.
we're still talking about it. So it's,
I feel like
apparently
everybody needs to
relevant.
find their inner peace spot. Like for me, I could go on top of mom, be in the wood, be in the nature, and my thoughts
that
just
helps
flow.
you.
That's me though.
Yeah.
I know that for myself.
So I
But
hate John.
Arriba la
different
mamalona.
people, a lot of people
hikes.
like to be in their car. A lot of people like to be high by themselves by the beach. It's just you figuring out what triggers your ideas. You know.
Yeah, your creativity.
Really,
Hey, that's crazy that you say that though, bro. That's really like open-mindedness shit, bro. Not that, bro. Until I came into this room, like not too many people talk like that, bro. Where you like kind of know yourself and like kind of know your mind and like take like your control of yourself, dude. That's kind of been a new thing for me, like through like meditation. It's sort of like a meditation
part of it,
thing, bro.
yeah.
Like being good with yourself,
Yeah,
so you
yoga
could be,
shit,
you know, good. Oh, that's
It's just,
crazy, bro.
it's just
That's cool.
understanding, man. That's really
That's
what
that's
it is.
super awesome,
like
bro.
I don't take like a motto and just stick to that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people do. That's their motto and that's what they stick to. So like I want to be open minded. And
I mean, you could be open minded, but you still. I
Yeah.
call them beginnings. That's what
Yeah.
I call them. I call them beginnings. Like me, I don't answer questions I'm not
Principles.
ready to know the answers to.
Right.
Like that's part of my legacy, and I live by that. Like if I'm not ready to receive the answer, I don't ask it. Like I'm cool. Just let it be on the unknown. I might know what it is, but I let it be because I know I'm not ready mentally to receive
Right.
that answer and type shit like that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a motto, but I call it a beginning.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's a foundation or like something like that. You know, like what is it when your parents, you know, they raise you right and you have
Beginning.
Good
That's what they
beginnings.
call it, Yeah.
See?
yeah, morals. You know,
Morals. Yeah.
You know, it starts with morals. I think. You know, like it's what you were raised with and what you learned. But you can't just stick to something like, you know, I feel like you got to be open to, you know, Buddhism, Catholicism, Christianity. I mean, not religious wise. I'm just saying, like, in general, like,
As an example.
everybody has their own things going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so for me to be like, oh, Kevin, you're thinking wrong because, you know,
Because I think
is
this
the
way.
I think,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you could think that in your head, you know, but like lately I just been like, you know what, just really embracing other people for their differences and what they can bring to the table, man. And I think that's what we need out here, man. It's like shutting off and cutting people off and you know, like that's
And not
that's
even
gonna-
embracing it, bro. Just being cool with it, like not hating on it. Like
be
you
the
know what I
wild
mean?
You may disagree, but you're okay with it. Like,
Yeah,
like,
you don't even
yeah.
disagree verbally.
Or
you
even
know?
trying to understand it.
Yeah, just
fuck
trying to
it,
understand.
You know?
Yeah.
I love Drake.
Yeah. Shout out to Drake.
Hot like
Shout out Drake.
Shout out Drake for being artist of the year. So yeah,
Shit.
I mean artist of the decade. But,
Coming back to
Do we have time for one more topic?
we got like 3 minutes.
Well,
left.
there's a dude that stole a police car right here in Monterey. If you want to talk about local
with some
topics,
stolen license
Local
plates.
topics.
I
What
heard.
was his
he
name?
got he was from Santa Cruz.
And he stole a police
my
car.
deal.
Yes, Corey Duncan from Santa Cruz. I believe he had a stolen license plate on a BMW. Got pulled over. Was supposed to get arrested. Somehow was able to.
Get away.
I think no. I think
Oh, it was in Monterey,
he's
yeah.
double jointed. So he was able to put his arms from the back to the front.
To the front, yeah.
That's my cousin.
I actually done that before.
And fucking
And he dipped out on him.
yeah, he
got away from the cops?
Yeah, his idea was to
Shout out. What's his
jump
name?
jump out of the whip, run. When the cop got out and ran after him, juked him out, got into the cop car and took off.
Oh.
And ended up at Veterans Park, and they caught him in the woods over there.
Bro, I tried that one time, and
Still in the
I ended
cop
up
car?
hogtied with a spit guard on my face in juvenile hall, man. Swear, and a fat bitch on my neck, bro. That shit hurt.
Oh, there it is right there. I'm just glad that there ain't no mass shootings out here.
Right.
And that we don't got to deal
Like
with
in
that.
Russia?
Russia just 7 kids. You hear
Really?
about that? Yeah, today. It just happened today, man. But like, it's happening all through like the Midwest, man. It's crazy and even Colorado. Like,
Some good vodka.
Oh, Gilroy. Yeah, we had.
oh, it did happen in Gilroy.
Yeah,
Gilroy
but I was
was
like
a
two.
little
I
too
forgot
close to
about that. That
home.
was close to home. When that happened,
Yeah.
and I remember seeing the dad talking about it on the news that day. Like, man, fuck, after losing
That's
his
just
son, like,
crazy, man.
that's insane, bro. Like,
So
what's this world coming to? I
this
don't-
this dude had meth, identity
Freakonomics.
theft, and drug paraphernalia.
Oh, yeah, good old
Yeah.
Duncan.
Yo, did you read Freakonomics, right? Where it was talking about like how this chick who wanted an abortion in 1971 and finally got the abortions to go through, to pass through, right? That
To be legal, yeah.
right, to be legal.
Yeah.
That's the reason that the crime rate dropped.
Yeah.
because of the abortion being legal, all those kids that were being projected to be part
So, like-
coming from like the bad, they weren't born.
Yeah.
Pretty much, they just weren't born.
Yeah, basically saying that like if a mother
The butterfly
isn't able
effect.
to abort the baby, she most likely doesn't want the baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that baby's gonna
So,
get
like-
mistreated
So
and
let's say
like brought up
1970,
badly.
Right, that happened in 1970. So in 1990, 20 years later, when these kids would have been born, they would have been thugs. They would have been criminals. More likely to. You know, that, like obviously it's not guaranteed that's gonna happen, but that's what they were like. You know, like saying, oh, there's gonna be all this going on, but it didn't happen. And it dropped. I don't know.
The crime rate
it's all
dropped,
over.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, right.
Because of their
Crack
upbringing.
and all that was drugged in the 80s when it went up. They were expecting it to go crazy. They were like, oh, dude, it's going to be mass shootings everywhere and this and that. But it dropped
Right.
Because it
Because of
went back.
abortions.
Yeah, it's like the butterfly effect, where like
Yeah.
butterfly flaps.
It's like, bro, because like
Wings
if a
in
girl
China
gets raped,
creates a-
bro, she obviously and then is gonna have a baby from the rapist. She obviously doesn't want to have that kid. Right. So she, if like she has the kid, like in 1971, she's gonna fucking hate that kid.
Yeah.
Gonna bring him up terribly. This little
Right.
motherfucker's gonna be a thuggin'. You know what I mean?
And he's
Instead-
gonna realize it too. Like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm a rape baby.
Exactly.
I'm a rape baby.
That creates
And,
fucking
like,
hate and
We got deep right now.
craziness.
We did
Well,
get
that was the whole point
No, but yeah, the
behind
point
that
is-
Freakonomics
the point
chapter.
is that like like that's kind of like we were talking about mass shootings and shit like that. So
That motherfucker had to be. He was an abortion baby, bro. That motherfucker-
He was abortion baby.
Yeah,
He was
bro.
an
He was
abortion.
one
Fuck
of
that
them.
dude that came to give away.
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh fuck.
Oh no, for real, fuck that dude that came to
no,
give
I
away.
got one
Shot up
time
all
around
that
with
fucking.
that.
Yeah,
For real, dude, that shit was many. I was working in Morgan Hill at the time, dude. People were scared.
For real, I was scared. And I was in Seaside. I was like, nah,
It's too
fuck
close
that.
for home, like you said, bro.
Still. Well, yeah, man. Seems we got to wrap up this episode, man. This has been a really good episode. Please,
sir.
Mario, Kevin, man, give out your ad there if you guys want. You know, people could tap in with you.
Or you can
Yeah,
find
I mean,
me.
you want to give out your ads one more time?
Yeah. Follow us. Monterey Recording Studio on Instagram. Right now, it's just that. It's there's no website yet and nothing, but you can book through a, you can tap in with me on there. Just don't flake on us.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna end up
Deposit required from this
Deposit,
point
yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
We take Venmo, PayPal. What else you take?
Bitcoin.
Zelle, Bitcoin, and Dogecoin pretty soon.
Dogecoin. Yes, sir.
Hey, I should have got
So food
Ethereum when I
stamps?
told y'all when it was
Oh, yeah.
800, man. That's all I'm saying.
did.
We'll do a little shout out to a couple of artists that I've worked with. Not, I can't shout them all out, but
Yeah.
some of the ones that I really enjoy working with is SMG. I know you guys.
Oh, yeah,
know
SMG.
them.
Yeah, we just had him over.
Shout out to SMG.
Yeah.
Joe and Micah,
Yes,
really
sir.
cool dudes, man. Work ethic is insane. Apollo, obviously, because
Yeah.
he's a beast. What he does, and Tech, obviously. My boy Clean. Sandman Polo actually just tapped in with me, and we've been rocking together a lot. Like we've been doing a lot in the studio too. My boy
There you
Kevin
go.
here.
Thank you, sir.
Benny, Drake.
Benny the Butcher.
No, yeah, just Steez, Ace Steez.
Oh yeah,
my
shout out
boy,
to
Ace
Sport
Steez.
Code Steez.
Sports Code and MBK Fuego, Little Trap, and SB.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all
And
them.
A-Rod,
Yes,
the whole
sir.
crew.
Yes, sir.
And if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I just kind of like
Yeah.
too many names. But tap in with me, man, guys, and we're gonna make it happen. We can't, Apollo can or Tech can,
Yeah, man.
But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to all collab right now and make something happen.
Hell yeah, man. Hopefully, when the shows open up, maybe you could be a DJ for the shows, like
That's
for
right.
some performers or
That's right.
something.
That's right.
That'd be lit. That would be lit.
We're gonna. You know what? We should rent out the theater right here in Monterey and do something.
I mean, if it's
If it's available,
if
that'd
it's
be
available,
dope.
man.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
I mean,
yeah.
does it have a stage though?
It has a stage.
It has a
But
stage.
it's like a.
It's like a
movie
theater, yeah.
seats.
I don't think people want to be sitting down.
Nah, not
First
too-
sitting
yeah,
performance
you're
ever?
right.
Go
You know
on.
what?
If you
there's
build it, they will
there's
come.
Venues, man. But let's wait till this COVID shit is over, man, and really, think about, I don't
there's
want
so
a
many-
block party,
yeah.
but I want
Yeah.
some
Underground block party.
Well, shout out to Silva's nightclub
Mansion
too, 'cause
party.
we were doing something over there. We were going to do some big things over
Planet
there.
Gemini.
Shout out. Yep.
No, it's Silva's nightclub.
Shout out to Silva.
I'm calling it Planet Gemini,
that's
bro.
Planet
That's
Gemini.
how I was raised on
Gemini, man.
Planet Gemini. I'm calling
is
that
what it
shit for
is.
the rest of the time.
Yeah. And my
I'm
boy,
playing.
Mr. Active and Attractive and Thomas
Yes,
have been
sir.
doing their things too.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
if I miss anybody again, I
Hell yeah, man.
apologize and
Yeah, man.
thanks for tapping in.
Hell yeah! All those artists,
Gracias.
man. Imagine all of them in one
That's what I'm
stage.
saying, man. Let's come together, guys, and really.
Yeah.
Make it. We're creating our sound, man. A lot of big
Teamwork
things
makes the
coming.
dream work, man.
Exactly.
Just, got to stay open to suggestions and not say no.
yeah.
Be the water.
Exactly.
Be the water.
Can I give a shout out, man?
Yes, of course, sir.
Well, my name's Kevin Keys. You can follow me at Kevin Keys, and I just want to say before anything, thank you guys for having us, man.
Thank
It's
you.
been an
Thank you.
awesome experience. You guys are the shit. Awesome.
Thank you.
I just want to give a shout out to my homie D1 Joe. Go follow him on Instagram. Again, I'm Kevin Keys. Thank you guys.
Yes,
Fucking
sir.
awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Make sure
Let's go
y'all
to the
slide
studio.
through.
Check it
Let's
out.
go. Let's go.
through
Let's keep
podcast.
working.
Check it out.
Fuck it. Yeah. All right, man. Peace out, y'all.